Hi, my name is Ida May, and welcome to Flow with me. Today we're going to flow from the place of gratitude. I want you to feel the waves of gratitude within you, within your body, and with your flow. So let's get started. Place your hands onto the knees and close your eyes. Let's take a deep inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Two more of these. So deep inhale into the body. Feel the body expanding, filling it with fresh air. Hold it. And exhale to sigh it all out. And we're going to do one more. So let's make this the biggest one. So deep inhale into the body. I want you to hold your breath in for 5, for 4. Keep it full for 2. For 1, exhale, sigh it all out. Settle into your body. Settle into your practice. From now onwards, is inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Gratitude is a feeling that changes the quality of vibration and creates light and harmony all around you. It is not enough to be grateful in your mind. A grateful feeling heart creates a happy mind and a healthy body and adds to the light of the world. A grateful feeling heart creates a happy mind and a healthy body and adds to the light of the world. Let's take one more deep inhale into the body, into the heart. Let your heart expand. And exhale outside, all out. Slowly blink the eyes open. Let's move the body. So lift the heart up, gazing up. Tiny, tiny movement. With the exhale, just curling and contracting. So we're going to start finding a little bit of movement into the body. Inhaling, we're going to move from the heart. So let your heart direct you. Lift the heart up, open the chest down. And exhale, curling and contracting, rounding the spine. Inhaling, opening the chest out, lifting the heart up once more. And exhale, curl and contract. Now bring your ribs towards your right. And then bring your ribs forward. Bring them to the left and bring them back. So literally just massaging the internal organs. Opening up the heart. Make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed. And then reverse the circles. Do exactly the same thing other way around. Just to get that body moving. Nice. Just do it once more. Then take your body to the center. Let's inhale both arms up to the ceiling. Reach it up nice and high. With the exhale, place your left hand onto the right knee and right hand behind your back and twist and rotate to the back, looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling, taking the arms up and over the head. Reach up, lift up, create that space into the body. Exhale. Your right hand goes onto the left knee. You're going to twist and rotate to the back. Nice, easy twist through the spine. And once more, inhaling, lifting the arms up and over the head. Reach up, lift up. And with the exhale, place your left hand onto your right knee. Now keep looking forward so you can mirror me. Now bend your right elbow, so your right forearm, your left elbow. So your left forearm comes parallel with the floor. And you're going to extend your right arm up to the ceiling. Now look up to the ceiling, push your right knee out and pull your left hand in so you can get that twist going a little bit deeper in the spine. Then release that right hand, which is up in the air, onto the knee that is free. Cross your arms, round your spine like a cat. So drop your chin in, push your knees out and pull your hands in. Scoop the belly in, get that stretch through the shoulders. Then release, place your knees back down to the floor, fingertips behind you, lift your heart up. If you want to take it a little bit further, keep the knees on the floor, just push your hips forward so you get a little bit of a stretch through the hip flexors, maybe release the head if it feels good. And then slowly, slowly release. Nice, let's go again. So inhaling, lifting the arms up and over the head. So reaching up. And this time we're going to place the right hand onto the left knee and twist and rotate to the back. Then keep your hands where they are, look forward, bend your right elbow, lift your left arm up to the ceiling to find that twist. From here, push your left knee out and pull your right hand in to go deep. Then release your left hand on the top of the right knee. Round your spine, scoop the belly in, push your knees out, pull your hands in, drop the chin in. Then release your hands behind you. Same thing again, just push the fingertips down to the floor, lift the hips up, squeeze your glutes, opening out the shoulder, releasing it here. And then drop your hips back down to the floor. Now bring your feet forward. Let's hold on underneath your shins, open the chest out through the legs, lift up. And with the exhale, curl and contract round your spine. So again, cat and cow moves, but seated. Inhaling, opening the chest up. So we're just finding variations. Exhaling, curling and contracting, rounding the spine. Once more, lead with the heart. Bring the chest and the heart through your legs. Open the heart out, lift the heart up. And exhale, curl and contract. Now release your hands, roll your spine all the way down to the floor. Drag the heels towards your hips. Lift your hips up into the bridge. Interlace the hands underneath your shoulders. And just find that opening through the shoulders. Squeeze your glutes. Lift the knees nice and high. Knees. Lift the hips high, nice and high rather. Then with the exhale, release your hands, soften through the chest. Bring the upper back, middle back, and the lower spine down to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest. A little bit of a rock and roll, a massage through the spine. Hands underneath your thighs. Rock and roll your body forward and back, so that with one of the rock and rolls, you're going to come all the way up to a seated position, crossing the legs, and then just finding your way into all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Take your right arm up to the ceiling, twist up. So you're going to find a little bit of twist through the spine. With the exhale, thread the needle, slide your right hand underneath the left, drop your right shoulder down to the floor, and bring your left hand behind the back, taking a hold of the right thigh. So get a little bit more opening through the shoulder here. Just take one more breath in here. And with the exhale, release your left hand down to the floor. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. Same thing on the other side. So lift your left arm up to the ceiling, twist and reach up and look up. Thread the needle, slide your left hand underneath the right, drop your left shoulder down to the floor, left ear down to the floor. And if you want to, you can place that right hand behind the back, taking a hold of the left thigh, opening out the shoulder. And then release. Place both hands underneath your shoulders, coming into a puppy pose. So from here, you can walk your hands all the way forward. So bring your chest down to the floor, chin down to the floor. If it doesn't feel comfortable, drop your forehead down to the floor. Knees and the hips are in the same line. With every exhale, you can just let your heart melt down deep into the earth. It's really amazing pose to open up the shoulders, opening up the chest. Just take one more deep breath in here. With the exhale, slide your body forward into a cobra. Pull the elbows in towards yourself. Push the chest through your arms and get that action through the lower back, upper back. Lift your kneecaps off the floor. From here, open the arms out slightly if it feels comfortable. Elevate your elbows off the floor as well. Then release. Keep your right hand where it is. Just drag your left hand underneath the left shoulder. And again, lift your spine up. So your hands are like left hand underneath the left shoulder, right arm is forward. And I want you to bend your elbows, stick your bum back, bend both knees, and place the left ankle on the top of the right thigh. So get a little bit of actually let's open the left arm out as well, stick the bum back. So get a really good opening through the hips, shoulder and the chest, and maybe a little bit onto the hips as well. We're going to travel off the mat. So you're going to keep your legs where they are. You're just going to slide your right foot underneath yourself to come into figure four, fingertips forward. And oh my God, yes, we're off the mat. Now squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up, coming into a tabletop position, opening out the shoulders, releasing the head if it feels good. Then dropping the hips down to the floor. A little bit more for the hips, so fingertips may be back on the floor. Lifting the chest up, really opening the shoulders, keeping the shoulders relaxed and pushing the left knee forward. And from here, keep your legs where they are. We're going to shift ourselves back into all fours, back onto the mat. Let's round your spine into the cat. Push the floor away. And then inhaling, opening the chest out into the cow. Then walk your hands forward to come back into that puppy pose. So second puppy pose. I'm going to spend a little bit of less time here this time. We're just going to kind of flow through it. So now slide your body forward into cobra. Dropping the hips down to the floor. Lift the knees off the floor. Pull the elbows in. Open the arms out. Lift it. And elevate the chest out a little bit higher. Now keep your left hand where it is. Bring your right hand underneath the right shoulder. Lower the body down and lift your body up again. Elbows are soft. You're going to stick and push your hips back to the left. Bend both knees and bring your right ankle on the top of the left knee. From here, stick the bum back. Open the right elbow out to get a bit more opening. So it should feel quite nice and juicy. And then release your right hand behind your back. We're going to come through figure four. So you're off the mat. Fingertips down to the floor. Squeeze your glutes. Lift your chest up. Release your head. Tabletop. Drop your hips down. Coming into figure four. Fingertips onto the floor. Lift the chest up. If you can't feel it on your glutes, drag your left heel closer to the bum. Good. Then shift your right foot back down to the mat, keeping the legs where they are. We're going to find the way back into all fours. Round your spine, take yourself into the cat. Inhaling, opening the chest up, lifting the heart up to come into the cow. Once more, exhale, curl and contract. Round your spine into the cat. Scoop the belly in, shift your hips towards the heels. So coming into this shell shape form. So your hips touch the heels, but your belly is lifted off the thighs. So you're not in a child pose, but almost. It's a bit more active. Then drop your forearms down to the floor. Snake forward through extended cow. We're going to start finding that wave-like motion through the spine. Now scoop the belly in. Coming into the cat. Drop your hips to the heels. And then like a wave, snaking forward through extended cow. So you're going to activate the triceps here. Curl and contract. Let's do it once more. Snaking forward through extended cow. Then tuck the toes under. One of my favorite things, loaded beast. Knees are bent, belly is attached to your thighs. It opens up the shoulders, opens up the hearts. Exhale, extend your knees and ripple forward like a wave. So we're shifting back into those waves of gratitude. Waves of gratitude. Flowing through the body, rippling forward like the ocean. One more, bend your knees, push the hips back. Exhale, extend your knees, drop the chin in and ripple forward into high plank. From here, drop your heels to the right, knees to the left. Bend your knees and push back. So you're going to get that stretch through the left side of the body. Coming into side plank. So extend your knees, drop your right knee down to the floor underneath yourself, and extend your left arm up and over, opening out the shoulder. With the exhale, cartwheel your hands around to reach down towards the left ankle and reach your right arm up. Exhale, cartwheel your hands back down to the floor. We're going to flip the dog over, both hands on the floor. Come onto your left toes and swing the right foot behind you and lift your hips up to come into the wild thing. If you want more opening on the heart, place the hands behind the head, right hand behind the head and open the chest out more. With the exhale, look down to the left hand. Bring your right arm up to the ceiling. Bring your right knee up in towards your armpit and float your right foot next to your left hand for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice. Place both hands on the floor and the right foot in between of your hands. Drop your left knee down to the floor. From here, lift both arms up. Cross your thumbs. Hook your right foot over the left. Lift your arms up. Just open that heart out. Let's open the elbows out. Spread the fingers out wide. Just going to lift your chest up high. Keep moving and interlacing the fingers behind your back. Interlace the fingers and point your index fingers towards your left thigh. Lift the heart up high. You can stay here if you want a little bit more. Elevate your left foot off the floor. Take a hold of the left ankle. Kick the left ankle back. Open the shoulders out and reach your heart up. This really opens the chest and the shoulders nicely. Then release the foot. Place your hands onto the hips. Shift your hips back. So you can even use your 4 fingers to push back and down and your thumb on the top of your hips to shift your hips back and chest forward. Keep your legs straight. If you feel any pain on the back of the right knee, bend it slightly. Now extend your left arm forward. Bring your left hand onto your right shoulder. Twist your left elbow towards the right toes and keep leaning forward. Keep leaning forward towards your right toes. Maybe eventually the left elbow will touch the right toes, trying to keep the back straight. Keep pushing the right hip back. With the exhale, bend your right knee and hook your left elbow over the right thigh to come into a twist. Look up to the ceiling. You can stay here, so my hands are in the heart center, or you can tuck the left toes under and elevate the left knee off the floor. Option to take the bind, option to open the arms out like wings. Choice is yours, it's your flow. You do what feels good today. From here, look down to the floor, bring your left heel down to the floor, circle the arms around to open the body out into warrior two. Hips nice and open, and shoulders are open, looking over the third middle finger here. Trying to lift and elevate the left inner ankle off the floor so you can still feel the outside edge of the left foot on the floor. Then flip your right palm up and over, reach forward, reach back to reverse the warrior. Start creating that space over the right side of the body. If you have a bind in your practice, you can do that. You can lift your right heel off the floor if that feels good. With the exhale, bring your right heel down to the floor. Shift your body weight forward. Fly yourself into half moon or frozen cartwheel. Start bringing the body weight forward onto your right foot. Right hand right underneath the shoulder or on the block or on the floor, whatever works best for you. And then if you want, you can bend your left knee and take a hold of the left ankle and then kick that left ankle up and back to really get that nice opening through the shoulder again. We're opening out the heart. Just a couple more breaths here. And with the exhale, slowly release the feet down to the floor. Both feet together. Inhale, look forward into the flat back. And exhale, you fold away, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lift your body all the way up to standing, reach up, lift up, gaze up. And with the exhale, take your hands to the heart center. Release your hands behind your back, open the feet hip width distance apart. Interlacing the fingers behind the back, open the heart out. So we're going to lead with the heart, so folding forward. Bring your arms up and over the head, drop your head down, so get a little bit of a stretch and release through the shoulders. Inhaling, releasing the hands down to the floor, look forward into flat back. Exhaling, stepping the feet back into high plank. Drop your knees down to the floor, drop your chest and the chin down to the floor. Snaking forward to baby cobra. No weight on the hands. Push your hips back into the child pose. Come all the way up into a seated position. So we're going to just shift that vinyasa a little bit. Fingertips behind your back, mini camel to open the heart out. So we're moving through the body without breath, almost like we're flowing through honey, or we're flowing like a wave in the ocean. So now take yourself into that downward dog. Let's take 3 breaths here in your downward dog. So really spread the fingers out wide. Rotate the biceps forward, triceps back. Draw the ribcage in, relax the head, release the neck. Open the sit bones out, pushing the floor away. Doesn't matter if the heels touch the floor. What matters is that you have a straight spine. Soften through the knees, going back into that beast flow, finding those waves in the body. So ripple forward into high plank. Exhale, bend your knees, push back. And then ripple forward. Couple more of these. You can go and flow in your own time. Nice. It should feel really good. Last one. Let's take it into the high plank. Now drop your heels to the left, knees to the right. Push the hips back, finding that stretch through the right side of the body. Then come and extend your legs, come into side plank. Drop your left knee underneath the left hip. Extend your right arm up, so in a modified side plank. Cartwheel your hands round to reach down towards the right ankle, extending the left arm up and over. Cartwheel your hands back down to the floor. Square your hips, flip the dog over, bring your left foot behind you to come into the wild thing. Reaching the heart up. Option again, bring the left hand behind the back of the head to get a bit more opening through the heart. Exhale, look down to the right hand, lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Bring your left knee to the left armpit and float to your left foot next to your right hand for 3, for 2, for 1. Drop your right knee down to the floor, frame your front foot with both hands and sweep your arms up. This time cross the left thumb over, bring your forearms behind your ears, squeeze your inner thighs towards one another, lift the heart up. Then release your hands, spread the fingers out wide, bring the elbows towards the waistline. Then interlace the hands behind the back, and then point your index fingers towards your right thigh. You can stay here, and if you wanted to take it further, you're going to lift your right foot off the floor, interlacing the fingers, and then push the right heel back. So kick the leg away from the hips. Keep opening the shoulders out. So that way when we kick the foot away from the body, we open the heart out more and the shoulders. Just taking one more breath in here. The exhale, release the foot. Take your hands onto the hips. Push your hips back. Flex your left toes. And again, do this with your hands. So you're going to tilt the thumb forward and push the hips back. Extend your right arm forward. Bring your right fingers to your left shoulder. Twist towards the left toes and extend that right elbow forward. Doesn't matter if it touches the toes or not, but this way we're trying to keep that back kind of straight. Quite often we want to go, it's like, oh, is my head touching the knee? But that's irrelevant. What we want to do is to create that length through the back of the left hamstring. Also, we want to lead with the heart. So by having the elbow here, we can keep the heart lifted, leading from the heart rather than from the head. Then bend your left knee, coming into a twist. So hook your right elbow over your left thigh, take your hands into the heart center. Again, do not lean on the leg. Use the left hand to press, so you're going to create space, creating space in the body, so we create space in mind. Option to extend the back of the knee out, option to open the arms out like wings, or option to take the bind, but do what feels right for you right now. Maybe, look up, squeeze your inner thighs together and extend the back of the knee out. Taking one more breath in here. With the exhale, look down to the floor. Bring your right heel down to the floor. Cartwheel the hands around to come into warrior 2. Bend your left knee a little bit more. Open the shoulders out. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Create space in between of the shoulder blades. Then flip your left palm up and over. Reach forward, reach back to take yourself into reverse warrior. You can use your right hand on your right thigh, calf wherever it reaches to support your back. We can take that bind if that calls you more today. Maybe lift that left heel off the floor. Taking one more inhale in here. With the exhale, drop the left heel down. Start shifting your body weight forward to come into your half moon. Place your left hand underneath the left shoulder on the block or on the floor. Float your right leg up to the ceiling, stacking the hips on the top of one another, lifting the right arm up. Option to bend that right knee to take a hold of the right ankle and kick that right leg back. Left knee can be nice and soft. Keep pushing the left big toe and the middle toe down to the floor. Keep kicking the leg back. Push the hips forward. Open the shoulder out. And then release. Drop both feet down to the floor. Inhale, look forward to come into flat back. Shorten the spine. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, lift your arms up and over the head. Reach up, lift up, gaze up. And exhale, take your hands into the heart center. Release your hands behind your back. Take the non-dominant grip this time. Open the shoulders out and exhale, lead with the heart. Fold forward. Then release your hands down to the floor. Inhale, look forward to come into flat back. Exhale, step your feet back, high plank. Chaturanga, elbows to the waistline. Opening the chest in towards the upward dog. Now drop your knees down to the floor. Tuck the toes under. Roll your spine up into a kneeling position. Place your hands onto your hips. Mini camel. Squeeze the elbows and lift the heart up high. Out with the exhale, we're going to find a downward dog. Take an inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Soften the knees. Look down to your hands. Then drop the chin in and then ripple forward. Look down to the navel. Now ripple forward into high plank. Couple more of these waves. Waves of gratitude. What it is that makes you feel good. What are those little things? What are 5 things that you feel grateful for today. Let's take one more. I always like to start my day with thinking of 5 things that I'm really grateful for. Shifting my day into that wavelength of gratitude, really. From here, chaturanga, elbows to the waistline, opening the chest into the upward dog. Drop your knees down to the floor and tuck the toes under, push the hips back, child pose. Roll your spine up to a seated position. This one is going to be the biggest camel, deepest camel, so do the variation that works for you. Take a hold of the heels. If you want to go deeper, so do what I'm doing. And then push your hips forward, open the shoulders out and release the head. Really open that heart out high. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in here. And exhale, bring your chin in. And find your way into a seated position. You can stay kneeling, place your hands onto your knees, you can cross your legs, you can sit on the block, but sit in the way that feels good for you. Finding a little bit of stillness into your body right now. If you feel a crazy urge that you want to take a child pose, you probably went a little bit too far with your camel. Just trying to stay where you are, right now, right here, this very moment. Just checking in. Connecting with what makes you feel good. Connecting maybe to those 5 things